He called you a cowboy. What did he mean? What are you?
Just a humble bounty hunter, ma'am.
Yeah, DJ MAX 2004. This summer we just gonna do it like this. Come on. Wow, wow. This how we do it like this, y'all. Come on. That's right. Just do it like this. JMAX 2004. This summer we just gonna do it right. Get on the keyboard, tap it just the way you want. We got drums, bass, funky G's. We're ready to play this masterpiece. Get ready to mix, get out of control. Like nasty beat on the microphone. Now feel this reality mentality. Just pass me the bottle of Hennessy. We got a little something for everybody. Get out of control like me and my music. Now move those fingers as fast as you can. Don't hesitate your natural feelings. Get on the keyboard, do it just the way you want. With my untouchable flow, I'll show you how to be deadly. Come on, come on. 틈에 맞춰 호흡을 다듬고 애미와 사시자 makes me high. Tonight is the night. You've got to be tight. 네 향한 내 맘을 보여줄게. Girl is alright. Girl you just fine. 내 향해 다가갈게. Just give me a chance. 어디든 어때 내가 너 위해 달려갈게. 내 맘을 몰라주는 네가 나 답답해. It's like 건물 아니고 my sense is so emotional. Original visual rapper holics are beautiful. Girl you're so sweet. Like vanilla ice cream. 너를 원한다면 what you just win. 미친듯이 내 이름을 불러도 돼. 미친듯이 네 사랑을 보여줘도 돼. 더 이상은 거리낌 없이 내맘 보여줄게 반드시. Come on. We just gotta just do it like this, yo. You know we just gotta do it like this, yo. Yeah. The groovy funky music makes me high. For sure, girl. Music just makes me high. Oh, come on, come on, yeah. Everybody just get on the dance floor. Join with me. It's getting hot in here. Bobby, call me Bobby. Yeah. Yeah, DJ MAX 2004. This summer we just gonna do it like this. Come on. Wow, wow. This how we do it like this, y'all. Come on. That's right. Just do it like this. JMAX 2004. This summer we just gonna do it right. Get on the keyboard, tap it just the way you want. We got drums, bass, funky G's. We're ready to play this masterpiece. Get ready to mix, get out of control. Like nasty beat on the microphone. Now feel this reality mentality. Just pass me the bottle of Hennessy. We got a little something for everybody. Get out of control like me and my music. Now move those fingers as fast as you can. Don't hesitate your natural feelings. Get on the keyboard, do it just the way you want. With my untouchable flow, I'll show you how to be deadly. Come on, come on. Yeah. Groovy funky music. Feel this BEAT. Hold on. Groovy funky thing I had. Yeah. 리듬에 맞춰 호흡을 다듬고 MUSS이자 makes me high tonight is the night You've got to be tight 네 향한 내 맘을 보여줄게 Girl it's alright Girl you just fine 내 향해 다가갈게 Just give me a chance 어디든 어때 내가
Alrighty then. Give me just a second here. Let me put my phone down. We're going to get into it this afternoon. Let me remind these good people here where we at. Y'all know about it. Let me see who all's in the MGTOW house tonight. Now, again, we're only going to be on YouTube tonight because I did not set up the Rumble side. I just didn't feel like, putting the Rumble side up for the night. So we're just going to be over here on the YouTubes. So I hope that's okay with everybody. And we're going to get into the no single mothers debate. Why do men not want single mommies? Oh, they're so harmless, outlaw. Yeah, we'll get into all that. Sigma Rodan, yo, good to see you. Doug Edwards, my man, always good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. MGTOW Phoenix, there is no debate. It's no single mothers. End of story. Any man that chooses one, yes, that means you, Rhino, is a fool. Getting a little called out there, Mr. Red Pill Rhino. Batty Commander, good to see you, my man. Hope all's well with you. Tom Laundry, always coming on in with the murder hamster emoji. Always a good time to see you here, brother. Of course, MGTOW Phoenix wants his original crispy recipe.
Can you quit? Can you quit? There's not a tick on us that can make it
The good old 11 herbs and spices Canyon Clit. And then we move on down here to Mr. Riggs Jr. Good to see you, brother. Hope all's well. Who likes his with a little bit more spice to it, a little bit more funk to it. He can't get enough of the 11 herbs and spices. He's got a little add a little funkiness to it.
You got this whole damn place stinking up like shit.
Yep, see there, that's what I'm talking about. He's smelling something fishy and he thinks it's Phoenix and sunflowers. Oh my Lord. I heard sunflowers has that juicy good. Oh my God. Y'all are crazy, man. Crazy. Y'all in here talking about. Ooh, my brother. Ooh. Some of y'all need some prayer, man. And I know just the pimp named Slickback to do it.
Let us pray the pimp's prayer. Lord, please pray for the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong, Lord, so that she might learn a hoe's place. Amen.
Amen. Yeah.
Heard that one, didn't you? And of course, the rest of you good men are in the chats talking about greeting each other and whatnot. Good to see everybody here this afternoon. No single mothers. Why do we not date single mothers? Why do we want nothing to do with single mothers? Now, again, let me make the very clear distinction, because I know there's some mothers here and single mommies that watch this show. Let me make the very clear distinction. Some women are widows not by their own doing. Now, you do have some women that is widowed against their choice because maybe the husband died or what have you. And then you have some women who, maybe he cheated and he was the one that broke the marriage up. Those events do happen. Probably not as much as it used to, but they do happen. So there are some outliers. We need to understand that who we're talking about. Well, let me finish, Phoenix. We need to understand there are some outliers, that not everything is cut and dry. However, the fact that they are women and MGTOW men have walked away altogether, you pretty much use this to say, yeah, we're not dating women anymore in general, single mothers or not. And that's what it is, because this is a silent protest out loud. We're not we're trying to raise the alarm bells that there's a problem. The fact we exist, there is a problem. We don't date single mothers anyway. It's in our MGTOW philosophy. It's in the no marriage, no cohabitation, no children. What's the word I'm looking for here? So, yeah, Phoenix, no exceptions. But you need to understand, when we're talking about this, we're mainly talking about the single mothers who broke up families because they were bored, or maybe they wanted a different man, or they saw a different opportunity to go with somebody that had more money or property or what have you, or wanted what the man she was with has. Women that was thinking of themselves selfishly. Those are the women we're mainly and primarily talking to with this. Now, when you talk about MGTOW monks, MGTOW monks, you're usually talking about the entire lot, because they're not interested in dating anymore usually. So make that distinction very clear for those women who watch this show that wants to give me an earful. I'm not listening to it. You're smart enough to understand what's being said here. I don't have to keep explaining it to you over and over and over again. Now, I didn't say it smells good, but I heard it's real. Oh, come on now. Come on now, baddie. What? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. You know what is moist and juicy and does smell good? A rotisserie chicken hot out of the oven. Yes, and sir, yes, it does. And I can't tell you how many times I've eaten chicken that's grilled and fried, and I just ain't nothing like it in the world, man. You get a good piece of crispy, juicy fried chicken with that good bread on it. I know Phoenix knows what it's about with those 11 herbs and spices. That's why I request it every time he pulls up through the MGTOW Outlaw Show drive-through. He's got to have him some 11 herbs and spices to kick the show off. And then Riggs, he wants that, but he wants he wants a little bit more spice on his. He likes his a little bit more funky with a little bit more flavor. You good people putting your orders in, and then Ramadi coming on in here wanting the steel chairs. I can't play the steel chairs for you on YouTube, but I can play you this.
Everyone does it. Now you can do it too. Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Shut the hole in your face. Like that. You can do it. Shh. Shut up. And shut the fuck up.
How you get on with that Udair's wins then? Really good.
Shut your fucking mouth!
No problem, Charlie.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Boy and howdy. So there is your YouTube friendly cutaway gag there, Mr. Ramadi. I hope you enjoy that there, brother. And speaking of Mr. Godfather Ramadi, there he is in the chat. Good to see you, my man. Hope all's well with you. Steel chair time. Yeah, I got to make a steel chair cutaway at some point and put it on the channel. So please be patient. I've still got to make those. And we'll get around to that eventually. Mr. Retarded Dwarf, you said moist and juicy, man. Now, reading comments, but yeah, you're not wrong. You ain't wrong. These mofos out here trying to be funny with it. Smells about as good as your sales demo version of your sock puppet, Batty. Oh, Phoenix, I can't believe you brought that up. Oh, man. That's just nasty. All right, good people. Let's get into it tonight. We are 17 and a half minutes into the stream. Oh, Alex Patino, good to see you, man. She forgot to add, shut your falking caulk holster. Hell yeah. So we are 18 minutes into this. Let's go ahead and get into it tonight. Of course, Batty Commander's trying to sell some MGTOW. Well, I'll let Batty Commander tell it to you. If he comes up on panel tonight, I'll let him do the honors of announcing his sock puppet projects. But oh man, and Rick says it's real right because I used to wipe the clotty blood and blue cheese off B. Arthur's claim. Oh, Greg. Eee. Jesus Christo, man. Wow. Gonna need a moment for vomiting on that one, I think. All right, let me get this video up here. We're going to talk about this the next little bit here and talk about why men do not date single mothers anymore. For the people that want to know why that's in our tenets of the philosophy: no marriage, no cohabitation, no children, single mommies. We usually outlaw is an authorized dealer of the MGTOW industry's happy time puppets. Get them all they last. Commander, I sent them to Flanders. He needs another 6-pack, by the way. Jesus Christ. Y'all really about the product, huh? Y'all are all about it. Man, oh man. All right, 10 people here tonight. Let's get into it. Maybe we'll have some more people show up a little bit later on, but until then, let's talk about it. Why do men not want single mothers? Gentlemen, everybody here knows that women carry baggage. Literally, figuratively, spiritually, emotionally. The last thing you want is for a woman carrying too much baggage. And that comes down to your content of character. What do you want out of somebody? That sort of thing. If you have women out here that's doing this by choice and it's amping up and it's growing, there's a problem. No, Ramadi, I decided not to do a Rumble side tonight, brother. I wasn't feeling up to setting it all up and doing a Rumble side. So we're just going to be here tonight, and we'll do a stream over here on the YouTube side. I seen a video of a guy who bought that poon yeast and got thrust of the mouth from drinking. Man, y'all are raunchy tonight, brothers. Y'all are raunchy. But again, single mothers. Think about all the baggage that comes with a single mother that you're signing up for if you choose to shoot your shot with her and ask her out and all that stuff. Depending upon how many kids she's got, which ain't yours, by the way. You didn't lay down with her and have them. That's that many kids that you have to build a relationship with from scratch, literally from scratch. Now, a lot of men are willing to put up with that for the poon because they value poon that much. Me, I don't. I don't value poon that much that I'm willing to put in all that extra effort and put up with all those extra things just to get it. I'm just not. That's called pedestalizing the poon, and I'm not about that. And I hope that you good people out there that are listening are not either. Right. But you do what you want to do, and if that is something that appeals to you, if you don't have a problem with that, my man, that's you. For me, no. And understand, it's not the kid or kid's fault. This is the mother's fault. It's the adult's fault as to why things didn't work out. It's not yours. But yet, when you step into that role with a single mother, you're taking on a lot of baggage that you're picking up straight off the ground that you were never involved in, that you're willing to pick up and carry, that you don't have to, right? You're not somebody else's saved game. Or she's not somebody else's saved game for you to want to play and play with. I'm just telling it like it is, gents. Just telling it like it is. The willingness that men are willing to go to get women, the things they're willing to put up with, the money they're willing to spend, the property they're willing to sacrifice, is something that needs to be studied. It's something that needs to be studied. It's a phenomenon. Damn, Riggs, now I'm getting hungry and horny. How about some Choco Taco after she ate some tainted Taco Bell and white bag of fries? Oh my God. Let's get into this. Y'all, oh my God. Let's get into this.
You're traveling, you meet this beautiful girl. She's classy, she's successful, she's smart. You really enjoy her company. She's 27 years old. She's an accountant. She makes $100,000 a year, and she has a 3-year-old son. The good news is he's potty trained. Where do you gentlemen with no kids that I know about go from here? McQueen.
She's done. She's just getting hit and that's it.
So you're banging her.
Yeah, for sure.
And then what happens?
And then sayonara, bitch, you know?
That's
Would
it.
you lie to her to get in her pants, or would you be like, yeah, I'm only here to fuck?
No. There is no. There is no you're being lied to so he can get in your pants per se. You made the choice to allow him to do it. You can't sit back and act like a victim knowing exactly what he was after the entire time. No, we're not going to play that game. Women do this all too common. Gentlemen, you and me both know that women also have a choice in these affairs, in these relationships, do they not? Otherwise, we call that rape by law. Because women have autonomy, believe it or not, have autonomy, over their bodies. Meaning they have a conscious choice to make. They always have a choice in the matter. If they're choosing to spread eagle and allow him to hit that, knowing that's what he wanted all along, and they played him to get exactly out of him what they wanted in return for their poon, there's no innocence here. There's no victims here. There's nobody being lied to here. You both did exactly what you set out to do, and you both got exactly what you set out to get out of the ordeal. And that's the bottom line to it. You can't sit there and lie to people. He used me. He used me. No, he didn't. You allowed him to use you to get out of him what you wanted. So in other words, you allowed him to use you so you could use him back. You used each other to get out of each other what you wanted. That's what actually happened. So listen to how they try to excuse away and make up excuses as to why they're innocent and they're victims, and the man just lied to me to get sex. Come on, did you really not know that's what he wanted, ma'am? Did you honestly, in your heart of hearts, go into that thinking that he was a better man and that you just got lied to? That makes you dumb. Either way, you're at fault for allowing it. You know why? Because you spread eagle and allowed him to hit it. What did you get out of the deal for your poon? What did you exchange for your poon? Mr. Adrian Blantz, good to see you, brother. Hope all is well. And Mr. Singletown, I see you coming on in here. Good to see you, brother. Hope all is well with you. No Rumble tonight. I did not want to set it up, so please forgive me, gents. I just did not want to. I am lazy outlaw. Shut up, Phoenix. Shut up, Riggs. And Johnny Midnight when he comes in here, if he comes in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it for sure.
That's
What
it.
would
So
you
that
tell
is-
her that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, no. You know. No, there ain't no, did you tell her that? No, she knew. She knew. These women are not stupid. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them manipulate you and gaslight you. They knew exactly what he wanted. He used you. You used him to get back at him. And you got what you wanted out of it. Probably money, date, eating somewhere you've never eaten before, a rent paid, a phone bill paid, something. You and him both got something out of it that you both wanted. There is no victims in this. There are no, innocent people in any of this exchange. You have to stop acting like you're victims when it's convenient, ma'am. And it's not even really convenient for you to act like a victim here because nobody believes you when you sit there. Oh, did you ask her? Did you tell her you were just wanting to smack? No, she knows. They know. They know. Bingus, good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Yo, Eagle, I heard she's both juicy and oh, God, y'all are raunchy, man.
Yeah.
David, you meet this girl. What do you do?
I made this mistake last time and
Oh.
found out the hard way. That's actually kind of how I came upon some of these podcasts about
Really?
the red pill stuff. Yeah.
What was the situation?
I'm sorry.
Single mom, had been divorced. I think the problem is that men look at that very differently than the women do. It's hard to get our perspectives to be aligned, right? So her perspective was very defensive. It wasn't, I made bad choices in life that brought me here. I'm grateful someone's given me a chance. It was, my kid's amazing. I'm amazing. You're lucky to be here. It was very hard to get on the perspective I had, which was, this is definitely not ideal. I'm going out of my comfort zone. I'm expecting quite a bit of appreciation on it. And they were like, I don't owe you anything.
Thanks, feminism, right? Am I right?
And it was like, that was a bad investment.
Troy, you're at the club. You meet this gorgeous girl. You know her situation. She's got the 3-year-old. His name's Dylan, by the way.
Oh, nice
what are
name.
you doing with the girl?
I mean, look, personally, for me, I wouldn't want to get into something serious with a woman who has a kid. That's just no disrespect to single mothers. That's just in my life. That's just not something that I would want to take on. So it would have to be casual, and I would make that pretty clear up front.
You'd be up front. You're not going to do the queen approach where you just gotcha, bitch.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, the way that I tend to move, I'm not going to be sitting down with her. If this is kind of a one night stand situation, sitting down to.
Do you notice though? Do you notice how they're framing this? Do you notice how even the men, some of these men are framing this as if women had no choice in the matter? You just straight up lied to her just to get in her bed. No, that's not what happened. And every one of y'all sitting here on this panel and out here in this comment, you know that. You know that. You had a choice. The man had the choice. The woman had the choice. They just chose to do what they did. They got the results that they were after. Is it what they exactly wanted? Who knows? Men are not complicated to figure out. Ladies, it is not a complicated matter. Every single man that is normal wants poon. Every one of us MGTOW here, every one of the men out here, red pill, blue pill, black, whatever. Every single normal man in this culture wants poon or has wanted poon at some point in their life. It is not a complicated thing to figure out. Every woman that plays the dating game knows exactly that, and that's exactly why they frame the way they respond to it around it accordingly. The way that they act like they play it off, the way that they gaslight, there's a reason they do all that, and that's why, because they're trying to dance around what they already know. They already know every man that does this wants their puss. And I didn't say puss, Riggs. You shut your whore mouth. You too, Phoenix. Both of you. And put you in timeout. Mr. Who 346. Good to see you, man. Hope all's well with you. Since we're talking about it, I could go for some poon right now. I'm listening to Beastie Boys. Hey, hey, we want some pussy. No, I'm literally just ignoring the single mother altogether. Absolutely, absolutely. Steve Sanchez, always a pleasure to see you, good sir. Doug, as good as I can. Everybody greeting each other here in the chats. Get back to her.
So, right, just to be clear, these are the terms of our engagement. I'm not going to be that sort of specific about it, but she's going to kind of know from my vibe. She's going to get the idea, because I'm traveling a lot anyway. Do you know what I mean? So the whole setup is not going to be one that is likely to be leading towards something long term. But so that would be my answer. I mean, effectively the same as McQueen's, but I'd probably soften the blow a little
Kevin,
bit.
do you have a different response?
I don't avoid single moms. I've dated a few single moms, but I've found a selfish trait amongst most of them. There's not one single mom that I haven't dated who has not said something to the effect of, you know, what's important about you being around is I want my kid to see his or her mother being loved right. And I'm like, what do you want? Fucking make out in front of the kid? He's already confused enough as it is. He's wondering, where's dad and who the fuck is this? That's all the kid is wondering. Yeah,
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. In a lot of divorces, in a lot of instances, the single mother is the direct reason why that family's broken up. And yet she's gaslighting the child or children, saying, I want you to see what a good man is. A lot of cases, she's already lied to the child, not being upfront and honest with them. Because in a lot of cases, she's the reason the family is busted up in the first place and dad ain't there. Now, again, we're not talking about the single mothers that have lost their husbands due to unforeseen circumstances, or maybe he cheated on her and he was the reason that the family broke up. No, we're talking about specifically the women that bust up the families and the women that do that. Now, again, I can acknowledge there's a lot of outliers, but for this particular discussion tonight, no, we're talking about the women that literally bust up the families, the ones that do it intentionally, wanting something out of somebody else that the man she's with currently does not provide. Money, sex, property, safety, security, whatever it might be, whatever reason it might be. You are the very women we are talking to with this. So for all of you haters, hey Kush, Lazzy Boy, hey, Incel X, Bullets, whatever the fuck you guys' channel names are nowadays, when you take me out of context, make sure you include the part where I said that, we're talking about very specific single mothers here. Now, again, you got a lot of single women out there that's not single by choice. It wasn't their fault that the man passed away unexpectedly or cheated on the family. You got to understand. But nonetheless, MGTOW men don't want to date them anyway, because a lot of us have walked away from dating and marriage and cohabitation altogether. So, all right.
Three o'clock in the morning, somebody's drunk, and it's like, son, Jim is here because your father ain't shit. And it's like very confusing. So I really do take children and their youth and upbringing and innocence very serious. So really, I don't give a shit what the mom wants. I'm thinking in terms of like, what's best for the kid that you have. I'll think for your kid before you do, and think all this is going to bring him is confusion. You need to completely keep these worlds separate if you're going to fuck with
So you're saying that she should not date anymore?
No,
or she's saying she should stay with the guy?
No,
What's
but
your
a lot
solution?
of them are probably not you, because you're, a
I was
savage
like,
and
I'm
shit.
very
Yeah, no, I know you're
invested in
different
this
in every way, and that's
situation.
why everybody loves you. But I mean, no, but this eagerness to like find the replacement stepdaddy thing is, I've never.
No, hold on. No. Hold on. Who is telling them that they're owed the ability to go out and date? Why do people frame it as if women have every right and they need it? Like, who's telling you can't? Who's out here telling you can't? What we're trying to get people in society to understand is that you don't bust up families just because you're not happy. You don't go into choosing somebody to have sex with just on a whim because he had something you wanted at the moment. That's one of the quickest ways to bust up families right there is when women doesn't actually get what they're after out of the deal because they can't be honest with themselves. You know, a lot of the times they both spit so much game that just hits them a certain way, and you never see that side of them ever again because they don't have to use that side anymore. And then you find out who they really are, and you get what's called buyer's remorse. You don't like the person after all. You've been with them a little bit. Now you want to move on to something else. That's a person that's searching for something outside of a relationship or a person. That is something that person is searching for, that a relationship, sex, and marriage cannot answer. If you are that unhappy, why did you choose to get together in the first place? Because nobody told you to have unprotected sex and have children out of wedlock. Nobody told you to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. I'm trying to tell you not to do that so that we don't have future ignorant videos that just takes up data and space for no reason. These women refuse. They absolutely refuse to take accountability. MGTOW is showing you have to take responsibility for yourself, ma'am. I'm not taking responsibility for you. You're going to do that on your own. And if you can't, then why are you making adult decisions with a child's mind? I'm sorry. It's just as cut and dry as that. If you can't make decisions on your own as an adult, if you can't make logical, and I didn't say you weren't going to mess up. I said, if you can't make choices that you know how to avoid certain things on your own, then why are you out here trying to date? Why are you out here acting like you're an adult? Why are you out here, this, that, again, everything comes in due time. Shut up, Briggs. Shut up, Phoenix. Outlaw out of context. Everything comes in due time. Shut up. Shut up. No, I'm just kidding. That is kind of funny.
Last question for the guys, and then I'm going to turn it over to the girls. Would it be different? Would you have a different perspective if you actually had a kid already?
Yeah.
So you're almost doing like a Brady Bunch situation.
Yeah, but I don't.
These guys don't.
No.
So no?
No.
So you're just not trying to raise someone else's kid?
No, because it's like, now if I have my own kid, now I got two little niggas I got to take care of.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
And same thing. Now my kid's wondering where's mom and who's the thought.
Got it. Okay.
Same thing.
Troy, if you had a
Confuse the
kid, would you
children.
be a little more comfortable?
No, because I came from my parents divorced, and then we got sort of put together into another family, and I mean, that was problematic. It's not always like Kevin was saying. I mean, when you think about the kids in these situations being brought up, that there can be a lot of problems in those situations. So I would be very, even if I had a kid, I'd be very wary about just sort of like shoving it together.
Here's where I need your help. How many people here have kids?
Hold on. Yeah, perfect time to hit us with an ad. Hold on. That's Sydney Sweeney. Nope. All right. I want you to look. 1, 2.
Tracy, Janelle. So there's two of you ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't look around. Look right at me. Raise your red or your green. Should men date single moms? Hold it up high. Hold it up high. Pixie, we have. Okay, guys, I don't flicker it.
They're in between.
We have red, we have green, 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 green. So most of it is green. 4 or 5 of you is red. So Tracy, you put your green up because you're a single mom.
Yes.
Sell us on why one of these gentlemen should be your new boy toy baby daddy situation.
No, I think that there's people in the world for everybody. I don't think anyone should be my son.
I don't believe that. I do not believe that there is a person for everybody in this life. I believe strongly in my heart of hearts that you go out and you make a life with somebody. There's no such thing as lining up perfectly with another human being. There is no such of a thing. I don't believe it. Can you come close? Shut up, Riggs. Can you come close to having everything in common with a person? Sure. Are you going to have every single thing in common with them? No. No, and you shouldn't. And you shouldn't, because everybody is different. Everybody is unique. Everybody's an individual. And that's what makes the world go round. I do not subscribe to this idiotic way of thinking that everybody has a person for somebody. I don't believe that. Me personally, I'm only speaking for me. Because I understand that every single human being walking the planet is flawed. They have flaws, myself included. You bring that cluster of flaws together to make it work. That's called reality. That's called life. Combine all those flaws together and make something happen. No two people ever enter a relationship perfectly clean and don't need any changing done for neither side. That does not happen. That never will happen. Every single human has flaws. Every single human has problems. Every single human will have problems. And it's just the way that it is. Reality is looking at it like we're going to bring two people together, male and female, that both have problems. And we're going to work through those problems together as we raise a family for the next 18 plus years of our lives. That's reality. That is reality. That is the part that people do not want to hear. And when child or children is involved, the family becomes about the child or children, because I didn't say it wasn't about God. I didn't say it wasn't about this, that. I'm talking about, for the moment, the child's priority takes number one after God's, because the child is dependent upon you both, or children. So I want to hear what these single mammies have to say about this. I already strongly disagree with what they've already said. Doc Holliday, Big Angry Phil, good to see everybody coming on in here this afternoon. I believe that is it so far. All right, let's get back to it.
Of me, and eventually end up loving my son, but I am not looking for a baby daddy. I am looking for a partner.
I'm listening
And that's
very
the
closely
difference.
to this one.
And there you have it. And there you have it. She has bought into the lie that men and women are equal, that men and women are partners. She's already got a fundamental misunderstanding of what marriage and relationships and cohabitation is. You are not equal. You are not equal. Even the laws don't make you equal. Do you know why? If the laws made you equal, there would always be be where people get what they want out of the thing, as far as, men and women never getting their shit taken from them or shit like that. Even the laws don't see you as equals, because the man usually always winds up losing his shit. And then he loses his shit, and then he would like to lose his shit on the judge and the lawyers and everybody involved. It's always about the man losing his shit that makes society go around the way it's currently structured. We're not partners. You're not my equal. I don't see you as a business partner. We're not in this to make money. We're not in this to turn a profit. We're not in this to sell products, goods, and services. I don't need a business partner in the relationship. I need a wife. I need a mother. I need a nurturer. I need a caregiver. I need a woman to understand her biology and to fulfill her biological role that I didn't assign to you in the first place, yet you like to take it out on me as if I had a choice in the matter. I didn't. I didn't choose for you women what you're going to do and ain't going to do. I didn't choose for you. Nature chose for you. You take that up with nature. And tell me exactly how that turns out for you.
So nobody's replacing that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what would you say to the guy that's like, I don't even know, you're hot, you're cool, you're great. I can't even get over the fact that you have a kid, and as dope as you are, I'm mentally blocked.
Then that
what you're
means that
saying
that's not the person for me.
Not quite what I was saying. But,
So basically, what you're telling people is you just want them to accept your situation and just deal with it. Does that sound reasonable to you? Is that how reality works, ma'am? People just accept what's going on to them, just accept who you are and what happened to you, just move on. No, I don't think so. Do you know why? Because I have a choice. And you have a choice. Listening to this right now. Every one of you has a choice. We have a troll in the chat. You guys know what to do.
Yeah.
Can I jump on what
Sure,
you
yeah.
said? Because I have a lot to say, and I'll be brief, but I want to make a few points. First of all, you guys are all obviously talented and very much so respected in your fields, including yourself. And I know your battle with having children back and forth. But
What's my battle?
Well, you said you're
I'm gonna have kids one day.
Yeah,
with
one day.
with
But like
with the lady.
when you were always like asking your friends, you really like it, like you know.
What's sex, guys? I've never heard of this
Anyway,
thing. What do you do with this?
Complimenting us
And they're
about
naked.
something
I have
What
no
I will
clue.
say,
Yeah.
first of all, as there's a lot of single moms who have given single moms like myself a really bad rap. And they use men for resources, and they put their children before their serious committed persons, whoever, if they're married or not, before their needs, like their spouse's needs, right? And I don't agree with that if it's a long-term serious thing. So I think that that's to be said for why probably a lot of you, and more reason you said, I don't want to raise two kids. And that's honest, and I appreciate that. However, what I will say, the men that I've met and that I've dated and that have proposed to me, they wanted to marry me and they wanted to be a stepfather to my son if I wanted that, right? Now, the thing about me that's different from most women is, even though I'm very masculine in how I'm speaking now, because I'm trying to make a point, I'm very feminine. And I let the man take the lead. And I don't...
What is she what is she advertising? Look how she's dressed right now as a single mother. Oh, well, just don't go down that road. Don't tell women how to dress. Right, troll? All you have to do is look at body language. Her body is telling a story that's speaking louder than what she's physically speaking right now out of her lips. That microphone she's speaking into is not speaking as loudly as that set of breasts right there and that dress that's barely covering her up. Because that's garnishing more attention than what she's saying. Because she's aware she's doing it, and that's the whole point. Pay attention to the clues that they give you. Literally a red dress, a red flag. Gentlemen, look in front of her. Look. I know most of you here are already looking if you're normal. You've already beat me to the punch. You've already checking out those set of tits. But look. She's talking about being masculine and being feminine. Why do you feel the need to be masculine? I thought masculinity was toxic. For feminists, I thought masculinity was. Now I know I heard them a while ago say, "Ooh, feminists ruined it for us," right? Yeah, sure. Why do you feel the need to be masculine, as women? To the troll that was in the chat a while ago. Oh, I see you, Chelsea Chanel. I see you. Why do you feel the need to be masculine and feminine at the same time? Because that's not what men want. Uh-huh. Yeah, we got some more trolly trolls in the chat. Go ahead and get blocked and come back on another account. It's all right.
Try gracious to me because I'm feminine and I serve his needs. I make sure his sexual needs are served. I make sure that his tummy is full, and my son never goes without.
But hold on. But yet you don't have a problem advertising yourself out here in public to other people. You don't have a problem advertising as you're saying this, whether you're with somebody or not. That's the part that we're trying to get through to your thick head. Whether you're in a relationship or you're not, you don't seem to have a problem sitting here advertising your body off to the rest of the culture. And you know what that is, and we know what that is. You know what it is. You know exactly what you're doing. And you know exactly why you're doing it. Chelsea, would you like to explain to me why you women always put your breasts out in public like this, even though you're claiming to be traditional and feminine and good little whammons and all that good stuff, while you're wasting everybody's time on this channel right now trolling people? Would you care to tell us why you women like to do this? I'll wait for your third backup channel to come on in here and talk to us some more about how we're lazy and we don't want to date real whammons and all that stupid bullshit. I'll wait to see what you say to me, because I know you're getting mad right now, hot under the collar, wanting to come back in here and say some more shit to my brothers here.
Trust me. He's been to 14, 15 countries already. Yeah. So I think the difference is that some men, no disrespect to y'all,
right,
are not cut out for that, because it takes a very extremely high alpha man, I think, that would be willing.
No such a thing. No such of a thing. Anybody with money right now would be considered high value, high alpha, with status, with property, with any of that stuff. Is that what it takes to be a man? Is money, is status, is power? Because I'm going to tell you right now, those things, any man here can have. Any man here could be put in that position, and suddenly everything about this is different. Is that what makes a man? Is the money, the status, and the power, the money, the drugs, the property, the women that he gets with? Is that what makes them? No, you say?
To say, listen, I saw all of you grimace. I watched all your facial expressions. Hold on, let me finish momentarily. That will be willing to step in and raise someone else's son. That takes a very brave, bold man. And there are men.
No, it don't. No, it don't. No, it don't. That takes a simp. That takes somebody that's got your pussy, your body on the brain, and is willing to put up with your children to get to you, because that's your stipulation. What's brave about raising somebody else's child? No, what's actually brave, ma'am, is you and him making it work. What's actually brave is not lying to your children, saying that this man is just such a real good man, and daddy wasn't a good person, and we had to get rid of him and all this stuff. No, you are a woman. You don't get to dictate to people what real men are, especially when you're not a man. We tell you what we are because we're the men involved in this situation in the first place. I will speak for myself and define for me what man is, what a man is, what it means to be a man. I know there's some people that don't like that term real man. I know. Real men define what men is for men. Women do not define what men are because they're not men. They don't live as men. They don't experience this life as men. Therefore, I don't want your input on what being a man is. I don't need your input. It's subjective to you. What do you see as a man? What do you think a man is? That's something you answer for yourself. But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't come from personal experience. It comes from an opinion. And that's what I take it as, a stinking asshole opinion that everyone's got. Now, Chelsea, if you're done making your third burner account so you can come back in here and ferociously type and say some more bullshit to my boys here, I want to hear your thoughts on why you women like to act like thoughts when you're in a relationship. Since you seem to be so mouthy in my chat here tonight, be a little bit mouthy and tell us why you women like to dress like sluts and whores when you're in a committed relationship. And I bet you $1 to donuts, the one typing that comment out is a fat fuck. I guarantee you are a fat motherfucker behind that screen talking shit right now. Oh, don't take my word for it. Take hers.
Thank you for calling.
Use a bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass. Use a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, rock with me, Robin.
Let's get back to the sermon at hand.
Out there in the world who will do it when they see the value of a woman that's serving them and saying, listen, yes.
Did you say that there were men that openly came into your life and wanted to help raise your kid?
Yes.
Where are they now?
Well, I was going to tell you.
Why didn't they make the cut?
Well, first
These niggas are so alpha.
No.
Up until the 20th century, women in America and pretty much all over the world were treated like second-class citizens.
By who? By who, Mr. Propaganda Ad? By who?
In recent decades, however, as more opportunities opened up, women's...
You mean more corporations took power over the people in the form of tax dollars and told us what was going to happen? Yeah, we know.
To my personal, I'll just give you one example. He's very famous. He's in the personal development world. He's on Tony Robbins' stage, more than Tony is. So if you know the Tony Robbins world, you know who he is. And he's your color. Anyways, he was a lot older than me, and he didn't want to have more children. And I do. I'm going to have at least one or two more. So for me, that was, he was very invested in my son, build our own family. He adopted my son, and that's what I'm doing. And so I'm right now choosing to give my son a beautiful life. He travels with me around the world. I run my business. He gets to go to my retreats, etc. And that's what I do. And so I know I'm rare, but I do think it's a huge missed opportunity.
Rare for who? Because again, women can define for themselves what they are all day long. It don't mean a damn thing unless a man gives validity to it. You know what? You know how you know that? Hey Chelsea, since you're masturbating to this stream right now, you know how you know that? Because women go out of their way to garnish what? Attention. What does anything mean that they do outside of other people surrounding them, giving them validity? If they want to do something for themselves, what does any of that mean unless somebody else is there to share in it with them? So whose validity is she asking for? Whose validity, whose attention, whose consent do they ask for when they promote this bullshit? Do they try to get it out of other women? No, they've already got that. They've already got that. That ain't enough. It's you. It's men. It's men. Men. All of this is an appeal to validity, sir, ma'am, Chelsea. This is an appeal to validity, to societal acceptance, to consent, to co-sign awfulness. Otherwise, it's the exact same principle as me sitting here talking into this computer screen without any of you here listening to me. This doesn't mean anything in the scope of things if I'm just sitting here talking blankly into a computer screen with nobody listening and watching me. It means everything when one or more people are listening and watching and saying stuff and inputting. You can define for yourself, your gal pals here can define for yourselves that you're rare, you're one of a kind, you're gems. That don't mean shit. It don't mean shit unless men validate it. And you're not looking for another woman because you're not gay apparently. So it's men who you are wanting our consent from, our validity, our say so. So let's go back to it.
That men are passing on really good single moms like myself because they feel some type of way about it. And like she said, that's your prerogative. But you're also missing the most feminine, nurturing woman on the planet, or that I've been told.
That a girl. Troy, and then I'm going to come back.
You've got billions of men all over this culture that ain't in the rap industry, that don't work with money, that don't sell drugs, that don't work in the celebrity field, that don't make movies, that don't do a lot of things. Average Joe men that pays taxes, that you have the opportunity to square up with and get with now. Why do you not do it? Nobody said you had to, but you do have options outside of the men that every single one of you seems to want. A woman's always got options in the form of men. Do men? Do men? I don't know. I don't know.
Back to you ladies for a question. Go ahead.
I completely respect what you said, and you're a very inspiring woman, and it's great to hear you say that. I mean, my comment on that is, firstly, what you're doing is what a lot of women will do, which is kind of recontextualizing what alpha is. So I'll say, no, an alpha man, a stepdad is a man who steps up. The guy who's prepared to take on my children. That's my definition of alpha. Okay, so you're defining alpha as that. Is that the actual objective definition of alpha? Maybe not. Maybe you could argue that the guy who just goes around the world and smashes a load of girls and has a fantastic time, is that not alpha? You would argue not, because that's irresponsible, but that's another type of alpha. So that's the first thing. Secondly, I was actually on another podcast last night. I'm talking to one of the girls there. She's got a couple of kids, okay? And she said that she's just recently got together with a dude, okay? They've been together 2 months. It's a long distance relationship, okay, because he's in a different state. And he's already said to her, I want to marry you and I want to look after your kids after 2 months. Is that the action of an alpha male, or is that the action of a guy who's needy and is saying that because he's desperate to secure the box?
That's different from my scenario. We dated
completely different to your scenario,
but
I'm just saying that somebody saying I'm prepared to look after your kids is not in itself necessarily indicative of alpha trait.
I'm going to be honest with you right here. I'm going to say this. If given the opportunity, every single man in this culture, now I'm only going to speak for myself, but every one of you here that I've talked to has said pretty much the same thing. It is a universal understood thing that men do not want to raise strange children. Preferably. They want to raise their own offspring because their own offspring literally comes from their own biology. They come from their own body. They come from their seeds. There is a deeper, more organic, wholesome, natural connection that happens when men give women the seed, and they have given birth to the children that have come from his seed directly. And a lot of men are denied even that. You know, we tend to overlook the fact that a lot of men who try to do it right, for those men who do try to do it right, some of you do not get that opportunity because the laws say that in some places you're not allowed to know if you're even the real father of that child or not. So there are laws that prevent some men from being actual, real, genuine men. The laws themselves actually prevent some men from getting to do this. And you wonder why so many men do not want to take on the mantle. And they shouldn't. You're not obligated. God never said anywhere in Scripture where you had to take on another man's children. Now, here's the thing with that. If God imprints that upon your heart, by all means, listen to what he says. I don't think God is going to tell you that, though. God is for the organic nuclear family that's created naturally. One man, one woman, the child or children is both theirs biologically. That is God's plan. Now, anything else? That's man-made. And I know some of you guys want the no more eggs. Give me just a second. We're going to get you the no more eggs. I'm going to blow the dust off this vinyl record. We're going to play it for you.
There the lips are missing. You've hit the wall. There's no more kissing. And you're depressed, overstressed. In your bed, you know the rest. No more eggs, no more eggs. Empty egg carton, no more sex. You're all alone on your phone. You can't sleep on your bed.
No more eggs, empty egg carton. That's a classic I always like to play on the channel. Brings a tear to my eye every time I hear Lou Rawls sing that little number. It's a great song.
Are you being sold?
I'm not hearing none of this shit.
You
Really.
got the simplest answers.
Yeah,
They're not playing this game.
No, because it's just like, how
Okay.
you gonna tell me I'm not out because I don't
Right.
want to raise your fucking kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
He doesn't want to
cool,
raise
I
his
guess.
own.
Yeah, like, all right, fine.
I feel
I'll take
like
my
a really
non-man-ass home.
solid alpha it can put up a really good risk-benefit analysis, right?
There you go.
So if the woman is a great exception to the rule, you freaking head over heels more than anything you've ever felt in your life, that could be different.
Yeah.
But for the average single mother that you meet, a very basic risk-benefit analysis that you could look on data that's already available, you could look at the situation that you're presented with, probably not the safest route to go.
I think the truth is that's what we're all doing.
Well, again, how many times has women lied? How many times have women manipulated? How many times do they do this over and over and over, and same mistakes get repeated? People see it. As I said earlier in the stream, women can say this all they want to. They can put on a show. They can say whatever they want to say. And the thing about people, you have to understand, male and female, gents, people can say the correct things. They can know to say the correct things. It doesn't mean that they back it up with actions. They do, just because people knows the correct thing to say, you know, are their actions, are their body language, is things showing you that they are in that direction. I can tell you right now, I'm a black man. Have I shown you signs of it? Do you believe me if I said that? What do I need to do? What about being an Asian man? What about being any other colored man in the culture? It's blackface. Where? Her priority is her child. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know why? Do you know why? Look at the formula. Because if that child was birthed from her organically, meaning it came from her, he gave it to her, she had that child or children, and that's the case with a lot of single mothers because the children are awarded to them in custody in most cases. Her and that child have a much more organic, deeper connection than the stepfather. I know men don't want to hear that, but that's why Doc is saying, and I agree, women who have their biological children with them in the single mother situation, that's why they have such a tighter, stronger bond than you and him, or you and the child. They're organic to one another. You are not. You are the odd man out in the situation. There's nothing organic about you being in the picture. You're talking about things in motion that you now have to start building from scratch to catch up with. Her and the child, whether you believe it or not, has a bond, an organic bond. I didn't say that they were in tune with one another. I said they have an organic bond because that child or children came out of her loins, which is why they have such a deep, impactful connection on the surface. Maybe not in practice, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. There's just no way to spin it. Single fathers are just not organic. Can they be fathers to these children? I mean, they've tried. I've heard of them doing it. Yeah. I've heard of a lot of men being single fathers or stepfathers to children. But is it preferable? Is it what they would actually want if given the chance to do over again? Probably not. Most likely not. I've got an organic bond.
And that's right. And that's a normal thing to do. That's a responsible thing to do. And I think that's what it would do at the end of the day.
It creates an argument, and I think we grimace.
Well, a lot of people do that. I mean, they'll say, "Oh, that I don't count because I have a kid," and I'm like, "You don't count because you."
Ma'am. There's outliers to this problem, sure. You have women that are single mothers not by their own choice, obviously. But that's not the norm. That's not something that outweighs what we're talking about. You know, in a lot of these divorce, when you look at the divorce statistics, you see where the patterns are. You know what's going on. You see where it's headed. It's because women do not want responsibility and accountability for their choices. They want the freedom to make all of the mistakes and choices they want to make without the consequences and responsibility. That is what's being dealt with here. And single mothers are no different. These women, you know, again, you say you're rare, you say you're a unicorn, you say you're nurturing and care. Yeah, now you understand that because of a little bit of life experience you didn't have to go through. And make no mistake, this is the part people don't speak about enough, in my opinion. The choices and the experiences that people go through in this life, a lot of it is unnecessary because they didn't have to. They chose to go down the hard route. Speaking metaphorically, not sexually, they chose to go down the hard route for whatever arbitrary, stupid reason they were thinking of at the time. Well, my friends are doing it, so I guess I just got to do it too so I don't look so dumb. I don't know. Peer pressure is a motherfucker. People make stupid choices, but the problem is people continue to make the same stupid choices. It's not necessarily the choices they make. It's the fact that they keep making it, knowing that there's ample examples of why you shouldn't. How many single mothers have we seen in this culture make this same stupid ass mistake? How many times have we heard it explained over and over? Ladies, you don't have to do this. You don't have to be single mothers. You don't have to divorce men. You don't. Again, unless they're held accountable, this keeps going. I think we need a commercial break, a puppet commercial break. Yeah, I'll give you a commercial break. It ain't a puppet though. Some pretty cool music there. I enjoyed that. Aren't you all bored already? Aren't you all bored of this yet? Find life out there. And Phil is being attacked by our troll here. What did I tell you guys? Come on now. If you're gonna troll, you got to do a better job than this. So then we have MGTOW and Manosphere dudes are two women-centered. No, we're not. We're telling you why we went this way. Why talk about single moms dating women being promiscuous 24/7? Forget them. Let's focus on us. That's what we're doing. That is exactly what we're doing, sir. Let me explain something to you. I don't dictate to you what you do with your life. Once you're given the advice to chase morals, ethics, values, principles, chase your life's goals and dreams, that part becomes up to you. That I don't have a say in. And that has already been explained in ad nauseum detail over and over and over to our trolls here in the chat. I don't dictate to any of you here what you chase and do. But this shit is ridiculous. We're going to talk about it, and I do want to talk about it. And if people have a problem with it, change the fucking channel. I'm not here to, I can't cater to every single person's wants, desires, and needs. I just can't. I'm not going to. MGTOW talks about the stuff that people needs to know. Do you know why we do this? Let me reiterate this one more time, and then we're going to finish this video off. Do you know why we do this? We're not doing this for the health of the men who's already heard this a billion times. We're doing this because there's young men that's possibly listening to this, hearing it for the first time. That's why we talk about this stuff ad nauseum over and over and over. You always have somebody watching you don't know about. I see it reflected in the amount of people that watch it both on YouTube and Rumble constantly. There's no telling who this is reaching that's never heard this before, if that. And I don't know that for a fact, but that's the line of logic I go off of. Who hears this for the first time and this grabs their attention and they start listening to it? Remember, I'm not here to tell you how to live. I'm not here to tell you what to do and where to go and how to do. I'm here to remind you of why we exist and why there's problems and to hear it. Plus, it's what I want to talk about. It's what Outraw wants to talk about. I find it weird to talk. I have no idea what you just said there. That's what Outlaw wants to talk about. You are free to leave. Hey, I mean, again, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, and I tell everybody that comes in here, if you have topics for discussion you want me and the rest of these men here to talk about, you are more than free to give us suggestions. You are more than free to send us articles, news videos, whatever you want to talk about. I promise you, we don't have to talk about this 24/7. There are plenty of other things we can talk about as men in this philosophy besides this. So if you want to talk about anything else, send it to me. Send it to me. I promise you, I don't have a problem. I have done countless streams where people have sent me stuff in and we've talked about it. Since 2022, I bet you I have done over 2,000 or more streams on this. At least. At least. I don't regret any of it. I don't regret any of it. Who346, let me rinse you up real quick before we continue the rest of this stream, and you could send it to me through the chat. Come on. All right. And that should take care of it right there. So you are now rinsed up. You can send articles and links in the chat, and we will get around to them and check them out as it comes due. I get his point about women-centeredness, though. Look at Fresh and Fit, Andrew Wilson and Brian's podcast. Well, here's, like I keep telling y'all, if you want me to talk about the success of single men or what have you, send me articles. I have absolutely no problem talking about other directions with things. When people don't, this is what you get right here. Unless I can find something out there that grabs my attention other than this. That's why I try to make this a participant-centered and focused channel. Because that's what's worked for me in the past with people here that comes in and participates. You know, they want to talk about something, they send me the material and I look at it. So to those people that are coming in here that are saying these things, send me stuff. If you want to talk about other things, send it to me. I don't get upset about it. I'm not mad that you said those things. Just I'm leveling with you.
Said that
There's
comment.
lots of things that aren't ideal.
But I will surpass all of them in regards to the characteristics that I bring to a man
I
and
believe
to
that.
his life.
Okay,
So
let
thank
me
you for
get
that.
Tracy
Thank you
back
for
in the
that.
mix, because Tracy, you're so nice and sweet. And you have a kid. How old is your kid?
My son is 4.
Your son is 4?
Imagine it. A world where we have all the energy we need, more even.
What's it been like bringing dudes around your kid?
I don't bring dudes around my
Ever.
kid. Ever.
That's the
Never.
answer.
No.
I'd say.
So no guy has.
I have my friends, people that he knows
Okay.
growing up, but I do not bring men that are temporary in my life around my
Okay, you see that body language right there? Do you see that? Do you see what she's talking like? That is exactly why you're single. That masculine. How many times have we talked to you about that? Redress is a degenerate 304 that swings. Yeah. How many times have we told you? Their body language, their energy that they bring, the masculinity that they bring, you know, wanting to be men. Look at the animal kingdom. You can't have two lions trying to lead the same pride, it won't work. They'll fight to try to kill each other. I'm telling every single one of you women that watch this, that are mad right now, that are masturbating to this, you're hate masturbating yourself watching this. I'm telling you right now, this is what it is. A man does not want competition in his own house. And every single one of these men here I have talked to personally, and I know that's exactly why they don't want that. They don't want another man in their house masquerading as a woman. Period. End of discussion. We don't want competition. We don't want another lion in the house. And these men here are not gay. They're not faggots. So they're not submissive. They're not submissive acting. So they're not going to take the role of submissive and a woman take the role of dominant. That's not going to happen. That's an imbalance of nature. That is an imbalance of nature. You do not see that in our culture as far as aminals. Outlaw was on Windows 95. Still are, pretty much. She might actually be a man. Prove me wrong. Let me see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I wasn't talking about. Okay, yeah. You're good, man. Yeah, you're good. Good. Everything's good, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what would it take to, like, how quickly do you tell a guy you have a kid?
Right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
I think that's smart.
Good girl. Yeah.
There's no point.
And that's exactly how quickly a man will walk away with morals, ethics, values, principles. Now, they try to teach men in church to go after these single mommies. Money, tax breaks, money for the church. You don't want to go to church and hear it either, because they'll try to stick you with these women too. Because for whatever reason, the pastors turn into simps. Can't stand seeing these women's lonely with all these childrens. God didn't call men to be single stepfathers. That wasn't God's plan. God's not telling men to go wife up single mothers. Yeah, pastors, yeah, most of them. I grew up in the South. The ones I used to listen to, they tell you straight up, yeah, a man's the head of the house. Women don't have no business in the pulpits. That's what I grew up listening to. Now, I don't know how it is today and age because I don't go to church anymore, but it is what it is.
If he's just like, yeah, I'm out.
It's like
I'm not
STI.
looking for somebody to think I don't have that. I'm proud of that.
I think as you should be.
Oh, I know you are, sweetheart. I bet you are. I bet you're proud of being a single mommy, especially if it was you that created the situation. Now, I don't know that, but chances are, looking at the divorce statistics, there's a high possibility she was the initiator. Oh yeah, I bet you're proud of being a single mammy with a child. Oh yeah. A lot of women take pride in being single mothers because they're getting checks for free that they didn't have to work, money they didn't have to work for in the form of child support, aka Title 4D, legalized extortion and racketeering. Kel Gist, what's his name? Kel Gistintern. Stick around long enough, you'll hear us talk about Title 4D and all that good stuff. Legalized extortion, child support, alimony. It's all a racketeering, legalized extortion scam in the form of the people running your laws. Let's finish it off. We got to get some people up here on panel.
Yeah, I don't
No
need
doubt.
it.
You should not feel shame because you have a kid. That should be the proudest thing you have.
100%. I am.
Right.
That's the
because that's
best
part of
thing
the
I've
problem
ever
is
done.
that everyone talks about the number one job of woman.
Oh yeah. I guarantee it. Because again, women who are divorced, who are single now with children, they have tax write-offs and tax deductions in the form of children now. They have free money in the form of a check coming in every month that they didn't have to do anything to get. Oh yeah. It's easy to set up a woman to live high on the hog like that when every bit of it's coming to her and she didn't have to work for it. It's called taking responsibility away from her and giving her cash and prizes. That's exactly why this system needs to change or either die out. You talk about parasites. That's the literal embodiment definition of a parasite. A woman that is proud to live off somebody else's money. That's a parasite. I don't have no sympathy for you. Especially the way you look. I don't have no sympathy for you. Get out there and find somebody. Or either shut your cake hole. Stop shaking your cake and shut your cake hole. I don't care what you have to say about it.
Woman should have the most important job is being a mother. Now, relationships sometimes don't work out, but you shouldn't be shamed because you have a kid. You should be definitely proud of having your kid. But how complicated is it finding a partner?
Finding a partner. Sir, we do not consider women partners. They never were. They're wives, they're mothers, they're nurturers, they're caregivers. We're not in business together. We're not trying to turn a profit. We're not trying to produce goods and services to the public out here with our relationship. The government looks at it like that because your child or children is goods and services produced to the government. That's why they call it what they call it, and that's why they're in charge of it. They made your business their business, and they made a business out of profiting off your business because they think it's their business, because they think they own you. Yeah. By the way, this is why we can't be on YouTube, even though we're physically streaming on YouTube right now. That's why we're not supposed to be on YouTube, technically. We're supposed to be on Rumble Dumble.
Being a single mother.
Well, it all depends on where you are in your life, right? Because for me personally, I'm in a point in my life right now where I'm not looking. Yes, I'm single. I'm not looking. I'm expecting for when I'm ready emotionally to bring somebody on board, that will come with it. So whenever that.
So basically, it's all about you above the child or children's needs. So basically, you are going to put their needs and wants behind yours. So as long as you get what you want. Do you see where her priorities lie? Her priorities are exactly why she's single. Where does her priorities lie? Her priorities lie in herself, her needs, her wants, her desires. That's exactly why she's single right now, talking on this panel of people. Because you didn't prioritize the correct things in the correct order. And I didn't say children were things. I said prioritizing them. But you can see for yourself. Look with your own two little peepers. Look how these women are dressing. Only about one or two of them are dressing slightly modest. Sex, my dear friends, sex is what sells. Sex is what they offer. They're selling themselves as a product, as a service, as a goods, because they think their puss is their goods. That's why they say their pussy is so good. That
happens is when I'll allow that space.
So last piece of advice before we move on. There's dudes out there. Like, I'll give you one story. I was seeing this girl, was like on one or two. I didn't really realize she had a kid, but then I found out she did. I was like, this girl's that awesome of a girl. Hold on, Tiff. There's that awesome of a girl that I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. Let me see where this goes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. We hung out one time. It was great. The second time we go to hang out, she goes, hey, sorry, I have to cancel. Both of my kids are sick.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to cancel. I'm like, it's not even you canceling. It's because Dylan over here got a tummy ache, and I stay over there, woman. Nope, she's there. Stay there. It's that she got canceled. She canceled because of her kid. I'm like, this is really weird. I'm out. I hope your kid feels better. Here's some Tums for the tummy ache. Peace out. Boom. So that was the problem. So what's your final piece of advice to guys considering dating a single mother?
Go for it.
Well,
Go for it.
No.
Her first or me?
Go ahead. Her and then Janelle, final word.
So for me is you have to take a lot into consideration that a woman, the child doesn't make her. So, a woman can give you a lot of things, and what a woman with a kid can give you is a lot of experience. So you won't have.
Hold on. Stop running your little cocksuck for just a second. What do you mean experience? Experience in what? Experience in what? Sex? Is sex the be all end all? Does sex define relationships? For simple-minded people, it does. What do you mean experience? Because experience in being a family doesn't come from you breaking it up just because you were bored and his dick wasn't big enough that day. Or he ran out of money. Or you two had a falling out because he didn't do something for you just the right way you wanted it. That's what do you mean experience? You're going to have to clarify. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Have to deal with the bullshit because we've been through that already. So we're very straightforward.
No, you're still dealing with bullshit because you chose to be single. You created a situation for yourself. And I didn't say every single mother. Like I said, there are outliers. Some of them did not choose to be single. All right, there's some of those out there, whether we want to admit it or not. There are some of those out there, but we're mainly talking about the women here that have done that and have chose to do that when they didn't have to. And again, you have created your own hell when you didn't have to. You didn't have to create the situation where the family was busted up simply because you didn't get what you want. Nobody told you to do that. Johnny, you know what else is large and in charge? You'll never guess. Anyway,
and we'll get to the point what we want, and that's it.
I think a good mother will prioritize their kid no matter what, though, right? And so for a man, if you're not okay with that, if you want to be number one, you're not going to be down with that.
Even in conventional,
we got to go to the next one. Janelle, final word. Yes. 10 seconds. Okay. Why should a guy sell me on dating a single mother? 10 seconds.
Here's why: because a lot of men are dissatisfied in their sexual life when they get into committed long-term relationships. Women are
Is that the truth? Is that the truth? Was all of these men sexually dissatisfied in long-term relationships? See, all that did for me was exposed to me that you sound like you're into polyamory or swapping or what have you, which could be why you're sitting there exposing yourself on camera. Who said men are not happy with one woman? Did you talk to all the men that were forced out of their relationships because of the woman's wants and desires? What was all these men that had children stripped from? Did they have to leave that relationship because they weren't satisfied with her the whole time, or was it because of something she did? Riggs, I think I'm getting the same vibe.
You got this whole
We're there. We're almost there.
Selfless. They pushed a child almost 8 pounds out of their yoni with no drugs. We are
Bullshit.
selfless. So
bullshit, ma'am. You go to a hospital right now and you have a child or children, you're hooked up to all kinds of machines. Don't try to bullshit people. Don't try to bullshit people. What do you mean selfless? What do you mean selfless? If women were so selfless, there wouldn't be so many divorces right now that they're initiating. The fuck do you mean? You literally have to take drugs when you're induced in labor because they're giving you pain meds. They're giving you all kinds of shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Women do not go through childbirth just willy-nilly straight up, just pop them out, Oh no, they had a kid there. But yeah, exactly. Like, the fact that you can have children is not a flex. I know you women like to think that it's a flex, that you can have a child or children. It's really not, because again, there's billions upon billions of women all over the world that can do the same thing. It's like having billions of Honda Civics all over the world. It's not a special vehicle. You're not special because you can push child out of your uterus. That's not special. 8 pounds, big whoop. Big whoop. That just means it was a healthy child at that weight. Am I supposed to believe that giving children to a man with your body designed to do, am I supposed to believe that's some sort of a special thing? Like, oh, you can't do it. Okay, and how's that my problem? I didn't decide what I was going to be. Nature did. God did. Hey, Mr. Honeycomb, busy at work, just passing through. Have a great weekend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we'll be that much more selfless with my partner. I treat my partner.
She said partner twice. Don't you want to be her partner?
Better be a little more frisky in order to keep that man alive.
What I'm saying is they have the ability to be very selfless and put that man first.
Every guy that has a kid with his wife is screaming right now, saying that's not what happened.
I said they have the ability to.
Okay. Because even in conventional marriages, there's often.
Okay, so then why don't they? Okay, so then why don't they? If they have the ability to, then what stops them from sticking it out and making it work? You just admitted, you just told off on yourself. They can't help but let them talk long enough, they'll hang themselves. You just said they have the ability. So then why do they not have the ability to hang it out and work through problems and stick with those men? Why does it only take a reduction in finances to leave? Why does it take a reduction in dick size to leave? Why does it take a reduction in the way he feels or you feel one day to day? A new problem rising. Why is that all it takes? RO isn't the only Ridgeline operator owner on here. Sir? Sir?
The case where the husband will say, no, the sex has tailed off. Now we've had the kid, and now it's all about the kid, and it's not about me anymore.
Correct, but the point is that a lot of women today, modern women, feminists, are very selfish, and you're not even getting that.
Guys,
you're getting what they want.
Thank you right there. I love you guys. You're doing great. Get ready to party.
All right, there we go. Now it's time to put the StreamYard link in here. Get y'all up here on panel. I'm going to await for you to get up on here. All 19 of you. We're only 15 till the top of the hour. And it has been an honor and a pleasure to do yet another stream for you good people this afternoon. Like I said, and to our new guest here, anybody that that has any suggestions for topics coming up or whatever you want to talk about, please don't hesitate to send them to us. You want to talk about something in particular? Send me some material talking about it. Donald Trump could be teaching golf while dealing with gatherings, press conferences on golf courses. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, whoever that is, I don't vote, so I don't care anything about politics or Trump as far as voting for them. So whatever. Anyway, we're waiting on people to come up on panel. Until then, let's see. Do I have my stuff here for you? No. Just because you asked for it, no. You don't get that. Let me see exactly what we've got here to show you in the meantime, so we can wait for all of these brothers to come up here. I think we got some hobby stuff I'd like to show you here in just a few seconds. It's pulled up. If it will. What is going on?
All right. Giggity. Look at that sexy bitch right there on the green. Oh, yeah.
What's going on, man? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That's right. I'm the CEO of Happy Time
What's
Puppets.
going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Yeah, these women, look, first of all, you can't satisfy these women, so why try? You can't, and most of us can never afford them, so we'll never, ever meet them. And all the other guys who've ever built anything are not going to let any of these chicks take half or run their show. It's their ship, not the women's.
Yep. That's exactly right.
That one large-breasted chick talking about, I travel the world with my kids, and I run my business. What business? OnlyFans? A kid's gonna grow up and hate your own mother.
Let me
You're gonna
see
see
if I can get the
all these slutty, horrible women. All their children all they're gonna do is just wait for these women to get old and die. And they're going to piss on everything that they ever bought or acquired. And they're going to sell it cheap somewhere at a pawn shop somewhere. They'll probably, cremate them and just, flush them down the toilet. Won't even give them a proper grave or nothing. That's what these women are doing. They've done nothing to garner any respect or any notoriety in history ever. It's real hard to find any mention of a woman in history being honorable or even noble. Is it even possible? Yes, it is possible, but the numbers are so small.
Yep, absolutely. We got Brother Char in the chat. Hello, good sir. How are we this evening?
Char,
good to see you, my man. Good to see you.
Oh, he's over in Germany, so that's good nubbin.
Show you good people some hobby stuff here real quick, and then we're gonna start wrapping up.
The Weena, giggity. Speaking of wrapping up, don't forget, MGTOW Outlaw is an authorized dealer of the Happy Time Puppets. Wrap one of these puppets right around your Weena and get busy, man. You don't need none of those women.
Hell yeah, man. I can't wait to see the commercial for that.
Oh, You want
I
to
can't
show
wait
it?
to see the what you come up with commercials for that.
There
Oh,
you
you
go.
got one? Oh shit. Yeah, might
MGTOW
as well.
Industries at the door. MGTOW Industries at the door. Smile on the face, want one more. Little puppets in a fresh new box. Pull that string, watch your body talk. Velvet grin and a candy grin. Everybody wanna step right in. Freak yourself with a cherry bow. Turn it up, let the whole room glow. Hands up high, no time to slow. Feel that bounce, let it take it all. Count me in when the lights go low. We don't walk, we put on a show. Happy time, puppets, come on.
Oh god.
Happy time, puppets, come on.
Oh my god.
For your freaky self, come on.
Oh, wait.
Oh
For your
my
freaky self, come on.
god.
Happy time.
I gotta read this. Puppet knows how to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Puppets won't cheat or give you herpes.
That's right.
Won't drain your wallet, but will drain your balls.
Oh yeah.
Never say no. Never. Never has a headache. Nice. Likes it when other puppets join in. Won't fart in your mouth during 60. Jesus Christ. Banned in Canada due to feminism. Won't get bored.
That was Johnny's contribution there.
Won't get bored and take half your shit. Okay. If you piss on it, it won't complain. Just watch it. Loves to watch you play video games and watch sports. Oh.
Hell yeah.
It's a gamer puppet. Okay.
Puppets we move. Happy time, puppets we groove. MGTOW Industries say it loud. Make that room shake, make that crowd. Plastic hearts and a shiny grin. Everybody wanna dive back in. Go confetti on the felt stage floor. One more pull and we want more. Little laugh with a wild-eyed spark. Spin that charm in the after dark. If you need a toy for the ache, take my hand, let the whole place wake. Hands up high, no time to stall. Feel that bounce, let it take it all. Count me in when the lights go low. We don't walk, we put on a show.
God almighty knows. Oh, hold on. There we go.
There.
What the hell happened?
I took it off stage there. Yeah, remember, guys, you don't want to get athlete's dick, so only use approved official MGTOW Industries Happy Time puppets. Don't get athlete's dick. But if you do get athlete's dick because you're a cheap son of a bitch and want to use your own socks, don't worry. We have MGTOW Industries athletic dick cream.
That's what Outlaw does in the tool shed. Jesus Christ, Char. Number 9 is most appealing.
Oh, we got a customer, Tom. Tom will buy 2 right now for a friend, not him.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Somebody's making bank today already. Look at that. Look at that. All right, guys, come on. If you want to get up on panel, we've only got another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to adjourn this meeting to the VC where we'll be able to talk and do whatever we want to.
And don't forget, they come as a soft, they look like a sock with eyeballs and stuff on them. They don't turn into statues like you see in my avatar until you've used them for about a month or so. Now, after they get all stiff and become a puppet, now you can start a collection up on the shelf there.
Oh, good God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy. So, hit that link, come up on panel. This is the 5-minute warning, so we are... I'll straighten out the pretty good see, brother. Hope all's well with you. The lip filler is the dumbest shit. The lip filler looks so ridiculous. Whoever thought that looks good? Yeah.
Ducks.
Who knows, man? Sex sells, and that's why I'm saying they study you. They study what men likes and wants. What do you think all these surveys are? And they take that research back and build products around it. And then when you see women out here basically dressing all the exact same, leggings and fake up and trying to look like they're athletic and all that, that's exactly why, because that's what a lot of modern men want.
Excuse me.
And these cosmetic and beauty and makeup industries, they calibrate around what the paying men want in women, and they make them. And women buys and wears the products. That's how it works. The industry's all tied together. Just saying. Those ghetto ass fake lashes. Oh my God. The nails is what gets me. You know, you see these women with these big giant eagle talons, like they can't wipe their ass with a good thing of toilet paper.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the ghetto ass lashes on my puppets there. Oh, okay.
Oh, he probably is. I don't know.
Might, maybe. Oh, that's what my puppets need. They need those big ass eagle claw freaking fake nails. Yeah.
Thanks to we have a satisfied customer. Thanks to MGTOW Industries Love Socks, I no longer have to go outside and talk to other people. I just stay at home now.
Good for you, Tom. Your life is going in the right direction. You'll be a much happier man.
So hurry up, gents, if you want to get on panel. If not, I'm about to wrap this up real quick. Do you want the short outro or the long outro, Mr. Daddy?
Let's do this. This shit. Let's do the commercial one more time. Then we'll let's do the short one if you don't mind.
Okay, let me. I gotta rewind it here. There we go. Is it back on? There we go.
Dow Industries at the door. MGTOW Industries at the door. Smile on the face, want one more. Little puppets in a fresh new box. Pull that string, watch your body talk. Velvet grin and a candy grin. Everybody wanna step right in. Freak yourself with a cherry bow. Turn it up, let the whole room glow. Hands up high, no time to stall. Feel that bounce, let it take it all. Count me in when the lights go low. We don't want to be on a show. Happy time, puppets, come on. Happy time, puppets, come on. For your freaky self, come on. For your freaky self, come on. Happy time, puppets, we move. Happy time, puppets, we groove. MGTOW Industries, say it loud. Make that room shake, make that crowd. Plastic hearts and a shiny grin. Everybody wanna dive back in. Go confetti on the felt stage floor. One more pull and we want more. Little laugh with a wild eyed spark. Spin that charm in the after dark. If you need a toy for the ache, take my hand, let the whole place wake. Hands up high, no time to stall. Feel that bounce, let it take it all. Count me in when the lights go low. We don't walk, we put on a show.
Ah,
Lord
that's
have
nice.
mercy knows, man.
I'm thinking about going to Golden Corral in the
Alright,
next
let me-
couple of days. I'm going to take my puppet with me and yeah, take it on a date. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Harem is misspelled. Yeah, that was done on purpose. It's to confuse the algorithms. Oh, and before I forget, that the black one that was dipping into oil and Vaseline.
And
that
of
is the
course, if you are,
that's the
and
latex
of course,
model.
if you are a fan of the comic book that I'm writing, go ahead.
I was just going to say the black one reaching into
Go ahead.
Vaseline. That's the latex model for you freaky freaks out there who like that bondage stuff.
Going on, Mr. Hacksaw, you reminded me there. For all of the people that are fans of the comic book, we have just officially dropped our first song of the comic book here. And I sat down and wrote this song myself. So I put this with all of the stuff you see here. And I think this is a good way to close us out. I'll just play this and then we'll start getting out of here. So if you are fans of the comic book, this is our first official song for the Misfit Rebels. My plan eventually is to have a whole album's worth of songs I can put on like a CD or something. I'm trying to figure out how I can make this into something I can sell. So if you guys like that, if you like any of this music, then that's what I'm thinking about doing. Because I am planning on doing a PO box and opening up my own stuff where I can sell this is sell a complete album for the comic book if I can. I think, what is that, 8, 10, 12 songs, something like that. Right, give or take. So, but here's our very first song for the channel. Now that I have a moment, this is how we're going to close it out. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this afternoon. I will be back Monday, back to streaming. I'm not going to be doing one tomorrow. Most likely won't be streaming Sunday. So, if anybody else out there wants to take my place and stream, Batty, will you be streaming tonight or tomorrow?
Probably not. If I might be streaming on Sunday. I am planning a an awareness for all the horrible, extreme racism going on in this country. I know Pops just did it the other day, but I'm taking it in a different direction. And I would highly encourage everybody to come to my panel on Sunday before Phil goes live and or Chaos for U728. It's going to be horrible, man. I'm going to expose some of the most disgusting stuff that we're all going to laugh at. So if you're brave enough, come on, show up.
Hell
Mr.
yeah.
Outlaw.
Well, we're going to
Mr.
end the stream out tonight. Go ahead.
Are you going to treat us with one of the Rebels Till Death? I mean, the Misfit Rebel songs before the official end?
Yeah, this is going to be the official end of the stream. So I'm going to play this as the outro for the stream tonight. And I hope that you guys enjoy that. Brandon might stream tomorrow, says Char. Okay. Usually he streams every Saturday now. So I don't know what time. But if you are a fan of the comic book, here's our first song. Appreciate everybody that comes out and makes this channel what it is. Without your participation, it is just a madman talking into his computer screen by himself. I'll be back Monday, same MGTOW time, same MGTOW channel. I have been seriously thinking about dialing it back to possibly 2 a week. I don't know yet. We're going to have to see. But as of right now, I don't plan on doing any more Saturday streams for the foreseeable future. So I'll leave that slot wide open for whoever wants to fill that. And Batty, I appreciate coming on up the panel there, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's close it out tonight. Misfit Rebels Till Death. This comic book is a personal favorite of mine, even though Andre the Giant's the main one. And I've got the Red Pill Renegade I've got to get back on and start making more for that. Y'all enjoy it. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you all in the next one. Same MGTOW time, same MGTOW channel. With that, I am out. Enjoy Rebels Till Death.
No prisoners, because there is no survivors. We pull out the big guns, missiles locked and loaded. We are the legends of our time, as the legends have foretold. Rebels till death, rebels till death, with each and every breath.
Hello? Hello. Oh shit, I'm by myself. I'm all by my onesies. All right. Yeah, don't forget Sunday. Sunday. It'll probably be right after Hammerhand. Or maybe just before Hammerhand ends, it's depending on the whole pacing goes. But oh yeah. If you definitely want some, it'll be on Rumble, of course, not on YouTube. Fuck no. I'll start on YouTube about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and about 10 o'clock we'll switch over to Rumble. And I know it's getting kind of late, and people got to go to work and stuff, so I'll try and speed up the YouTube side and just get to the Rumble side. And yeah.
Oh, for God's sakes, man.
That's okay. I was talking while you're gone there.
Jesus Christ. How long was it? How long have I been out?
Since about halfway through the song. Now I'm getting into that song too, man. I was thinking, I was starting to feel like a biker after some victorious drug deal or battle or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's going to be plenty more of that. So I'll just link it here if you want to go listen to it. Apparently, my audio my computer took a shit on me while I was talking there. Grab the link here.
Well, it's like Phil always says, just keep going, don't stop. Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live.
All right. Yeah. So here we go. There is your link. Go check the rest of the song out. I thought it was going to play the whole way through, but apparently YouTube and StreamYard wants to be a little bitch, which is why we got to keep reminding you this is how we feel about it. So, all right. I'm out of here for the evening. Appreciate you all. Peace out. God bless. And I will catch you all in the next one.